I feel like true happiness comes from when you overcome a pain in your life that you've been enduring for so many years. Like, I feel like when you get to the point where there's nothing else you can do to change your situation, so you have to become a totally different person to just get you out of that pain. And when you get out of that pain and you overcome it, a pain that you thought would never go away, that would just last forever, whether it was you feeling powerless in your situation, whether it was you not standing up against fear, whether it was you just not being able to be consistent, persistent, whatever, pain is in your life and you feel like, how do I get myself out of this situation? When you come to that conclusion and become a different person to really face the adversity you're about to go through in life or already going through in life, that's where the real joy, at least I feel, is. Like, true happiness is from looking back at your life, thinking about all the pain that you went through, all the suffering that you went through, nobody believing in you, nobody caring about what you did with your life, nobody really, giving you a helping hand, or just, what I'm saying, you just going through a bunch of bullshit in life and not knowing how to get out of it. See, that's the thing. A lot of people, especially in like, lower class environments, we are always going through so much bullshit in life, but we don't have the answers to figure out how to get ourselves out of this situation. But when you know that all you have is yourself and you got to figure out a way, or who do I got that? Like, these are the questions I was asking myself when I was going through my little cycle of like, who the fuck do I need to become to get myself out of this pain? I feel like, you have that pain in your heart, your chest, where it just won't go away. Like, nothing's good for the people that you love. Nothing's good enough. So when you realize that nothing you do is good enough for the people that you love, or everything you're doing is just still not enough, but you still got the courage, you still got the will to really keep pushing and be like, you know what? I don't know what direction I'm going into. Like, I don't know what the future holds for me, but I'm not staying in this current situation. I just can't do it. Like, it hurts worse to just complain and just sorrow in this current situation I'm in, instead of really figuring out who do I need to become to get myself out of this situation. And when you become that person, bro, and you really got yourself out of that situation of thinking like, bro, I'm just hopeless right now. And when you go from being hopeless to really, what I'm saying, getting some momentum going, have a little emotion about yourself, and really being recognized. Like, because at the end of the day, we're human. We want to be recognized for our talents. We want to be recognized by our peers that we're doing something right. Like, at least for me, like, I know I want money, I want, success and all that, but I truly want to be acknowledged by the people that I'm involved with. So whether it's sports, whether it's whatever, like, if I know I'm in sports, right, I want to be looked at from my peers, from the people I play against, or from the people I play with, that motherfucker's cold. He works hard. You know what I'm saying? He's a cold motherfucker for real. He don't play no games. Like, he's really determined to get what he wants. Like, not saying I need that from other people. I don't always need that validation, but that's what fuels me. That's what fuels me to be like, damn, I'm really doing something. You know what I'm saying? Where you can see the progress. Like, that is so fulfilling, bro. When you working on a skill, when you're trying to, perfect your craft, perfect your talent, and you can really genuinely see the progress, when you can genuinely see the progress in the shit that you're doing, it's such a good feeling, bro. It's one of the best feelings ever, at least to me, in my opinion. Like, when you can really overcome the pain you've been enduring for all these years, and really now you took the power. Like, because majority, especially men, majority of our lives, or not majority, but I would say the beginning of our lives, we don't have any power. We're powerless. And I know that people think that not having power is not everything, but it's something, bro. You want to feel like you can control your life. You have a sense of control on your life. Like, it makes me upset when I feel like I have to be somewhere for 8 hours. I'm obligated to be somewhere for 8 hours. And if I'm not there a second late, you know, that job is over. You know, somebody could easily replace you. Like that shit is a horrible feeling, just to be replaceable, to be in the mix with everybody. Like I don't know. I just get a depression when I just feel like I'm in a pack with everybody. Like what is standing out about me? Like what do I need to do? What skills do I need to acquire so I'm not in the mix with everybody? Like I remember my dad used to piss me off when he said that shit. Like when I was in basketball, he'd be like, "You just in a pack with everybody. You ain't separated yourself." And that shit would really piss me off. I don't even have a good relationship with my dad, but that's another story. But I would really sit back and contemplate on what he said. Like, damn, am I really in a pack with everybody? Like, am I really just average? Like, and if you somebody like me and you don't want to be average, bro, your current situation, the vision that you have for yourself, the fact that you're not there, it pisses you off. It pisses me off, bro. The fact that I have a vision, a higher vision for myself that I see every day. Every day I constantly go in my mind and think about the person I see in 10 years, see in 5 years. And the fact that I'm not there yet, I don't dwell on it all the time, but that makes me go harder. The fact that I'm not there yet. It's like, what else do I gotta do? Like, that's the part where you be like in your head sometimes, like, damn, am I not working hard enough? What do I gotta do to separate myself and to start seeing some, some shit rolling in? You know what I'm saying? You were seeing that progress, but now you want the shit that comes with the progress. You want the celebration. You want the recognition. You want the money you want the money that comes behind you putting all this work and all these hours in perfecting whatever it is you trying to perfect. So that's when you get that fulfillment in life. When you overcome so much in your life and nobody knew you was gonna do it. Nobody expected you to be the person that you wanted to be. But that's where you gotta have that second gear going to, like, nobody believes I can do this shit. Only person that thinks I can do this shit is myself and the Lord. So I really gotta go that much harder to prove, not just to myself, but to prove to all these other motherfuckers that I'm not like all y'all. I'm not finna sit around complain about what I didn't get out of life, why somebody cheated me out of life. I'm not gonna do that. I don't wanna be 30, 40 years old, reminiscing on the good old days. Because if you grown up in the hood, that's all it is. If you grew up on the block, that's all it is. It's just people reminiscing on the good old days, reminiscing on the past. It's all stories. When you go on the block, it's all stories. And eventually you want to get to a point where it's like, I still want shit in life. Like, I don't want to just reminisce on the past of what I had or the good old days. Like, nah, I want to be looking forward towards the future because I see what the future holds for me. Like, that's the most important thing. That's the mindset you want to have. You don't want to always be hanging around niggas that's talking about the past, that's complaining to you about other motherfuckers that messed them up, that fucked their life up. Nah, bro, that's not me. That's not who I want to be associating with myself with, because that shit'll rub off against you, bro. That negativity, that bad energy, that shit will rub off against you, bro. You'll be so enthusiastic about whatever it is you had going on that you might express it to one of your homies or whoever's in your circle, but they don't got that same energy that you do. They don't have that same drive and motivation that you do. So they gonna put they insecurities, they fears on you. And now your momentum just dropped. Now you feeling like, damn, am I doing what I need to be doing? Am I even making any progress? But you know you making progress. You just let that one opinion fuck your whole mind up. So you gotta watch who you be around and watch what you say to people. But when you can understand that you supposed to go through pain, bro, life wouldn't be meaningful if you didn't go through no pain and overcome it. Like, I remember Mike Tyson said some shit like that. Like, why couldn't life just be peaceful all the time? Why couldn't life be good all the time? Why do you gotta go through all this pain and shit? And I resonated with that shit, like, for real. Like, why do you gotta go through all this pain of just growing up for real, seeing what the world is really like? When you stop really, I'm not gonna say don't listen to your parents, but when you stop caring about what your parents think and what everybody else thinks, and you start having a different perspective on this world, you will start really being like, damn, this is what this world is like. I gotta really figure this shit out. Like, I gotta really buckle down and really start making some shit happen, because I see what the world is coming to. I see what my life is coming to if I don't get my shit right. And you know what's crazy? A lot of people rather avoid that heartless conversation with theyself. A lot of people will avoid looking at themselves in the mirror and saying, damn, I fucked up this portion of my life, but I need to really get my shit right. I need to really figure out what I need to do, set a game plan, and figure out what do I need to do for the next 5 to 10 years so I can really get up. Because that's the only thing that's going to truly make me happy. It ain't going to be no girl. It ain't going to be a family member saying, I'm proud of you. Obviously, the only person I care about being proud of me is my mother. But I'm really not looking for no validation from anybody no more. I truly want to be able to be like, yo, I went through all this shit in life, and I did not let that shit break me, bro. I did not let that shit break me. That shit really made me stronger. And I endured so much pain, so much adversity. I done sacrificed an arm and a leg for this shit. And I finally got it, bro. Like, you gonna look up in the sky, look at God, and be like, obviously, you know, I'm not saying that's a whole different story, but you gonna really like, yo, I did this shit, bro. Like, I know it's gotta be a great feeling, because I've experienced like minor things like that where you set an intention, you really don't know how the outcome is going. It's like you stepping into the unknown, like, and that's so fucking scary. It's like stepping into the unknown, doing something totally out your comfort zone, and you really don't have a direction of like where it's gonna go, but you just taking a leap of faith and saying, you know what? I told myself I was gonna do this shit. It hurts me not to do it more than the criticism I'm gonna get from doing it. Like, it gives me pain, the fact that I'm not doing this shit. So when you start doing the shit that you really wanna do, and you understand, you have a clear mind of knowing that it's gonna come with some fucking adversity. It's gonna come with some fucking pain. I'm gonna get a bloody nose. I'm gonna get a bruised eye. I'm gonna get all this shit that comes with what I'm trying to pursue. But if I can just still have that end goal, like still have that end goal when I'm thinking about where I could be in the moments of me struggling, and the moments of like, fuck, like, is this really for me? Is this really what I gotta go through in life to get what I want? All this pain, all this suffering, you gotta go through that shit, bro. If you even read the Bible, like I always reference shit to like the Bible and sports, because that's what I know, like sports and shit. But so many people in the Bible went through so much pain, so much suffering. Like, reading the Bible really lets you know that this world isn't meant to just be live peacefully and live like, you know, just cruising, like really just not suffering for it. You gotta suffer, bro. You gotta make some sacrifices in life, and really go hard, bro. Because at the end of the day, the only joy you're gonna get is from the person you had to become to get to where you gotta go, to really have what you wanted to have. You have to become the person you gotta be first to get to where you wanna go. And when you finally at that final destination, you can look back and be like, God damn, not too many people could do this shit, bro. And then that's where you get your power. That's where you get your confidence, to where another motherfucker can't tell you shit. Another motherfucker can't criticize what you done, because you know the process it took to get here, bro. You understand what you had to go through to get here. So while people is saying, oh, he took shortcuts, or he really, you know what I'm saying, wasn't really doing shit for real, you could just look and smile and be like, okay, yeah, like, I'm gonna just let them talk. But I know in the back of my mind, I really had to like go through a lot to get here, bro. And I feel like that's what real joy, that's where true happiness comes from. You overcoming everything in your fucking life.